In the bustling town of a great kingdom, Henry was known for his ambition. Handsome and smooth-talking, he dreamed of a life beyond the modest existence the town offered. Among those who admired him was Annabel, a kind-hearted and beautiful woman who stood by him through his struggles, believing in his dreams. She loved him deeply, cherishing their shared vision of a simple, loving life. But Henry, consumed by his desire for status, began to notice Annabel's best friend, Vera. Vera came from a wealthy and influential family. Her father was a successful merchant, and her family's reputation extended far beyond Chicago. To Henry, Vera represented the life he craved. He convinced himself that marrying her would bring him closer to his aspirations. Though he cared for Annabel, his growing fascination with Vera's status blinded him. Henry started spending more time with Vera, claiming he was learning from her family's business. Vera, flattered by his attention, welcomed him eagerly. She had always envied Annabel's relationship with Henry and saw an opportunity to win him for herself. Annabel noticed Henry's growing distance and confronted him, but he dismissed her concerns with vague reassurances. Annabel confided in Vera, unaware of her betrayal. Vera listened but offered no real comfort, subtly implying that Henry's ambitions were beyond Annabel's reach. Soon, Annabel heard rumors of Henry and Vera being seen together in public, laughing and sharing intimate moments. The truth hit her like a storm. Her best friend and fiancé had betrayed her. One evening, Henry ended their relationship, telling Annabel that their dreams didn't align. His vague excuses shattered Annabel's heart. The betrayal left her broken, but she resolved to heal. She turned her energy toward weaving, a craft she loved, determined to rebuild her life. Around this time, a mysterious young man named Kelvin arrived in the neighborhood. Quiet and unassuming, he worked in the fields, helped elders, and carried out chores. His humble nature earned him respect, but no one suspected his true identity. Kelvin often watched Annabel at work, admiring her resilience and skill. One day, he approached her, offering a kind compliment about her weaving. Though wary, Annabel couldn't ignore the sincerity in his voice. Over time, Kelvin made efforts to get to know Annabel. He brought her fruits from the market and helped her with her tasks, his actions speaking louder than words. One evening, as they sat by the river, Kelvin asked if she would allow him to court her. Amara hesitated, still carrying the wounds from her heartbreak. She refused, but Kelvin respected her decision, vowing silently to earn her trust. Meanwhile, Henry and Vera mocked Annabel's perceived misfortune. They laughed at her growing connection with Kelvin, dismissing him as a poor man. Yet, as time passed, Annabel began to see Kelvin's genuine character. Unlike Henry, he showed her unwavering kindness and patience. One day, as they sat under the shade of a baobab tree, Annabel confessed her growing feelings. She told Obinna she was willing to give him a chance. His face lit up with joy as he promised to make her happy. Their engagement was modest, with only close family and friends in attendance. Vera and Henry ridiculed Annabel's choice, calling Kelvin a nobody. What they didn't know was that Kelvin was the prince of their great kingdom. Disguised as a commoner, he had been searching for a wife who would love him for who he was, not his title. Annabel's kindness and strength had captured his heart. With their engagement sealed, Kelvin revealed his identity to her. Annabel was stunned but overjoyed. The announcement of the prince's wedding shook the entire kingdom. No one had seen the prince's face, and the news of his bride-to-be caused a stir. When it was revealed that Annabel was the chosen bride, shock rippled through the kingdom. Kelvin and Vers, once so confident in their choices, were left speechless. On the day of the wedding, Annabel's veil was lifted, revealing her as the new queen. The whole kingdom marveled at her transformation, from a woman betrayed and mocked to a beloved queen. Her grace and humility won the hearts of all, and she vowed to serve her people with love and fairness. Henry and Vera's lives began to crumble. Henry's relationship with Vera turned sour as they argued constantly. Henry regretted leaving Annabel, but his pride kept him from admitting it. Eventually, he left Vera for another woman, while Vera was left to reflect on her mistakes in isolation. Annabelle, now queen, embraced her new role with dignity. She focused on improving the lives of her people, using her weaving skills to inspire new trade opportunities and listening to the needs of the kingdom's poorest villagers. Her story became a beacon of hope, a reminder that resilience and love could triumph over betrayal and ambition. The kingdom thrived under Annabelle and Kelvin's leadership. Their bond grew stronger, built on trust and respect. Meanwhile, Vera and Henry faded into the background, their stories serving as cautionary tales of selfishness and envy. Annabelle's journey from heartbreak to royalty inspired generations to believe in the power of humility, kindness, and perseverance.